seems like it.
The love chick, she's one of Fannie Willis's, hand-picked DAs.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, the crazy thing about it is that we're sitting here in real time watching everything that we was yelling about. And we couldn't even see it.
Right.
Now we actually seeing it, and it's like it's a head. It's like it's even more of a head scratcher and even more ridiculous now that we can see it.
Well, yeah, and I mean, I know what you're saying because we talk about the things that went down during the R. Kelly trial and everything else, but now you can actually visualize it because these crooked morons have now given us a screenshot to go along with all the criminal garbage that they're running through.
And shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Sorry, y'all, I was a little bit I had a little bit of other stuff going on. So for the people that's in the chat, shout out to all of y'all: Donna, Alexa, Stephanie, Cynthia, V White, Jericho. What up? But yeah, so check this shit out right here, Derrick. Tell me what you see.
He's looking right at her, too. He's looking right at her.
What the fuck was what?
Now, in the judge's defense, it's very possible that could be signaling to her that, hey, at lunchtime, we're going to do a little something back in the judge's chamber.
What you think about that, bro?
Like I said, man. Cheat the way. This is the way of the world, man. This is what we got. This is what the hell is going on, man. And I can't even, it's unbelievable, but not so much.
Right. It's unbelievable that it's so blatant, and they don't even care that it's in our faces. They're not slick, they're not sly, they're not smart. And it's so blatant. It's like a punch in the face.
Carla said they may have been utilizing at the time. No, Carla. Ain't no ill says to them ill.
Man, look, you say I want some of that here when you get out of here.
Time, the dude Woody is being he's not being cooperative.
Right.
He's not being cooperative with them. So
he's giving her the business. He literally giving her a hard time.
So the judge is assuring her, like, this is a signal. This is pretty much, I say, it's like a stress signal. Like, you know what I'm saying? We finna go. They went to break right after this. So he's telling her, just hold on, but it just look at it like, come on, man. Like, this shit is blatant.
Yeah.
He wait till he get her attention. Then it's the same ear. You don't see no earpiece in there. It's the same ear. Both of them, the right ear. Then she adjusted her glasses.
So wait, that's
I have to wonder.
Oh my gosh!
Do they think they're being slick?
No excuses.
But then you already been busted for having a private meeting,
right.
And then you get mad because the lawyer call you out on having a private meeting and telling you, ask me how I heard about it when he, like you say, you should have told me. I should have been there.
I shouldn't have heard about it. Nobody but you.
Yep. And even if the meeting happened out of your control, then I should have been informed and given a textual transcript of that meeting.
Right. He didn't say nothing about the transcript until Brian Steele brung it up. And then you
And
got
is there a transcript?
What's up, Love Light? What's up, James?
Haven't heard about a transcript yet.
Me either. I don't think there was a court reporter in that meeting, which is also a foul.
In the Court of Appeals ruled in Brian Steele's favor. So he'll go to judge in there yesterday, pissed off again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
He didn't even know the difference between civil and criminal contempt, man.
No,
until
man, that chick Ashley Merchant, man, that chick, she know her shit, and she came in there prepared.
She took him to school. Like, let's go back to law school, because obviously you weren't paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna talk about what civil contempt and criminal contempt is and direct contempt. You know, we're gonna figure it out. He telling her, you know, I disagree with you on that.
Yeah.
Come on the panel, Carla, because it's a transcript, because Brian Steele, he brung it to the court attention about this meeting that he wasn't at. The thing about this is, like I say, we've heard Jim Derrick plead the fifth, and this man never took the stand. Now, this dude, Woody, he pled the fifth last Friday in court, and all of a sudden he on the stand on Monday. After meeting with the prosecutors, the judge, and other people.
And if you've paid any type of attention to it, basically they told this man that we can keep you until everybody is prosecuted. Everybody. So because he said he willing to sit for 2 years just to not testify.
Mm-hmm.
And then he admitted to the murder. And they said he told them he was going to get on the stand and lie. And they was like, well, we ain't going to, you know, prosecute you if you get up there and lie. So you supporting perjury, but then when he's about to say, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna confess to the killing that I killed the old boy. No, we gonna cite you for perjury. Yeah. What the hell?
Yeah.
But see, now we looking at the type of people that they offer immunity to. You know what I'm saying? These are the type of people who get immunity.
And it's showing a light on the type of people that are running in that district attorney's office too. And now the court system.
It's crazy.
Absolutely.
This dude sat up there yesterday and said, hold on, let me find it. This man said, I lied about everything that I told the police. I told them whatever I had to tell them to not go to jail.
So let's keep it all the way 100. This is the type of dude to get arrested on Saturday and be out on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, how the hell that happened? Because you just told them everything they wanted to hear. You know, and I think he was telling the truth. You could kind of tell when he was bullshitting on that stand and when he was telling the truth.
Yeah.
And when he said he told the police everything that he was like, my kid's birthday was coming up. And I'm like, look, whatever the hell I got to do to make this go away, please do it, you know?
Uh-huh.
It's crazy. Hey, I'm going to jump out and jump back in real quick. Give me a second.
Okay. I'm trying to find a clip from yesterday.
And one small detail about the the transcript for the ex parte meeting, that transcript that you're talking about, if I understand it correctly, that was the transcript that Smith's team made up from the recording that he received. So it's also my understanding that there was no court reporter in this meeting, and that they did it completely off the books, which is the part that's illegal.
Right. And the thing was, how can this man was sworn in? You know,
right.
He was a sworn in witness. So why would y'all meet with him?
Right. Well, and this judge wants to turn around and he wants to be the prosecutor and executor for what he calls criminal contempt. And so and that woman come in there and had to lay it out for him. Well, if that's the case, Judge, you can't be the judge and a witness in a criminal proceeding. I don't know which days of law school he attended,
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I believe Woody. I think it was Woody attorney, the one that he let go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he let go of attorney, and then they try to give him another attorney.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the one that he was working with previously was the one who told about the secret meetings that whatever they was having.
Right, and
but
I think
this judge, I just don't like the demeanor of this judge. No. I don't think this judge is.
He's not legit.
I think he's emotionally involved with this case, like because, like the arguments that these lawyers are putting up. I understand it's a courtroom is like a boxing match. You know, you got two boxers going at each other, but at the same time, when you get caught red-handed, yeah, Ashley Merchant for that judge all the way, man. I'm telling you, man, I gotta go there. I'm trying to find Woody in here. Let's see which one to do. I want to go to him saying, but even you got to look at this too, Noobz. Him admitting to killing the dude. But then he turns around and say everything I said was a lie.
Right.
But you done gave this man immunity though.
Uh-huh.
So you get what I'm saying? So it's like it's crazy.
They sat him down in a room and they said, hey, this is what we want for you. And he was like, yep. All right, sweet. Yeah, I got all that. And they give him immunity. And then, yeah, he goes into the courtroom and says, I don't know what the hell y'all are talking about.
Man. But that's how it be though. Like when you want somebody, these people want Young Thug so bad, to where this type of stuff that's going on is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Well, and so what do you think their ultimate goal is? I mean, what is it that you think that they're trying to get?
Young Thug is the head of the snake. They want to paint him out to be the head of a snake. But this dude, Woody, they want to make YSL out to be organized gang. And this dude is not helping them with his testimony because he's saying he don't know what a gang is. He said he grew up on these blocks. Then they try to say they seen him. Let's check this out here. Hold on. Let's see. What we got?
Objection.
Yesterday, did you tell myself and my colleagues, Ms. Love and others, about Little D and Shannon being in your vehicle the night of the murder?
Huh?
Yesterday, did you tell myself, Ms. Love, and a few of my other colleagues that Little D and Shannon were in the car with you the night of the murder of Donna Thomas?
I told you and them that what I told investigators.
What's up?
In June, when Nut got killed, something different because I was trying to finish my way out of a situation. So I said, I picked up D and Shannon. D never told me nothing. I made it up to clear myself up. And
damn.
That's it.
And was that?
He just told her that her entire case is trash.
You asked me to be truthful. And I didn't, and I told you what I told the investigator back then wasn't me being truthful. So I'm telling you something that I didn't tell them because I ain't trying to go back to jail.
I got it. But I asked you what yesterday. The first time you said this part, and now what you're saying today is what is truthful. What you're saying right now, what you're trying to tell the jury right now, is what you are now saying is truthful.
What I'm trying to tell you is our conversation was about something that I said in the past.
I understand. I'm asking you.
Ask if Mr. Copeland allowed it.
Hey, love, hey, Derrick.
What up?
Miss Love giving old girl the look that Gloria already look, man.
That's crazy, man. That is
Man, listen
crazy.
at this dude. They gave this dude
Hey, what's up,
immunity,
Kilroy?
man. That's the only reason why he at court.
Finish his.
Okay, all right.
I'll tell you what's up.
Mr. Copeland, you need to finish your answers?
No, I need a break, young.
Say again?
I need a break.
I need a break.
You need his restroom?
No, I need a break. Like, I need a break.
A mental break.
Sir, it's not time for us to take a break at this point.
Well,
in time.
okay.
Okay? I mean, unless you need to go to the bathroom or some other reason, we're not gonna break at this point in time.
And yesterday, did y'all catch it yesterday when Brian Steele called the courts out again, say every time that this man get off the stand, there's prosecutors waiting on him at the door.
Yeah.
Right, and police and everything.
Every time he go in the hallway, it's prosecutors surrounded around him. He said this man is not in handcuffs. He's not under arrest. He comes to the court on his own will. So why is these prosecutors surrounding him every time he leaves out of the courtroom?
It's crazy, man.
He got mad again.
Man, why do you keep on telling the script?
Yeah. Just
Damn,
read
man.
your lines. Just read your lines.
He said, I know I didn't finish school, but I don't recall.
Yeah.
He's like, I know I'm talking intelligently. Like, good. No, you're not. No, you're not, sir. You're not. No, that ain't happening. But the hilarious thing about it is, man, simply that they really, that's what they do. They intimidate people. But this dude will not be moved. You like, you ain't finna get me.
Yeah.
Lil Woody famous right now.
Yeah, I'll tell you whatever you want to hear in a closed room, but when we get up to trial and I'm under oath, then this is the way we're going to play. Yep.
I mean, it's clearly like this dude, he has some street knowledge. He may not be like book smart, but he have some street smarts, you know, and that's what they failing to not realize. Yeah, this dude, you might have thought y'all had a duck, but this duck can actually fly too. You know what I'm saying?
And then the other piece of that is that, you know, like this judge and these prosecutors, they're such narcissists that they can't imagine that this guy is not going to play ball and see things their way.
Right. Because they sit here, right, and he admit he admit to committing a murder, but you done gave him immunity. So anything he say, you know, what can y'all do? Then if y'all try to come back, revoke his immunity, like you say, impeach him. Then you come back, shit. If he admitted to something, he probably, Oh. You probably feel like they can't prove it.
Right. Well, now, I mean, the story is so muddled, I don't even know that they know what it was they were trying to prove. Because it's going to come out that, you know, they're pressuring this guy to get testimony in, you know, against Young Thug And so that is going to taint his case. So they've screwed themselves twice now. And oh boy, what a circus. I wonder how many weeks it's going to be
But
for
see,
this.
the thing about it is, the only reason why they've screwed themselves is because the shit is on television. And accountability is high right now. They like, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, this is what's going on." And Fannie Willis, yes, this is what's been going on. You know, and like I said, if I ever get in any type of trouble, I need a Mr. Steele.
Yeah,
I need him. Yeah. You willing to go down and go to jail? I think that he knew he wasn't going to spend a second in jail, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you got any?
I got a work call, so hold tight. I'm still with y'all.
Yeah, because I guess in Georgia, the way that it works in Georgia, like you appeal, like you can appeal Supreme Court rulings the same day. Let's see what Woody got to say, man. What else Woody got to talk about?
Do you need a few moments?
Yeah, that's what he said. He said he started looking over towards
was yesterday.
He was in the back.
The first time that you told.
It was yesterday.
What was it?
I don't think he's finished. I think he's finished, Mr. Steele. So,
Mr. Steele, I think we're gonna talk about it right here. Hold on, let's see.
We'll rule that objection.
Was yesterday the first time that you told anyone from the state that what you said back in January of 2015 was a lie? And that you were trying to finesse your way out of what you told them back in January 2015.
I told that to the investigators when they was questioning me at a certain point.
What investigators?
Y'all questioned me so many times, I don't know.
Right.
Back in 2015, did you go to the police again on January 11, 2015?
I'll sustain the objection.
Did you also go to the police on January 28th, 2015?
I don't know no dates, but if you know that if I went to the, you could just say it.
Did you also go and speak with the police on February 20th, 2015?
She don't listen.
If that's what it say.
And what about on February 21st, 2015?
If that's what it say.
And then what about on June 10th, 2015?
Oh my God, this chick is
If that's what it
stupid.
say.
Let me ask you this. In your interview on January 11th, 2015, do you recall your girlfriend's mother's home being shot up?
Was it?
Do you recall it?
He said, was it?
I'm asking, do you recall her mother's home being shot up that night after that was killed?
Right.
I don't know if it was the same night or the next night.
Do you also recall that the stepdad's house was shot up that same evening?
I will object to.
Basis. I'll sustain as the form. You can rephrase them.
When young Thug's stepdad's house shot up the night that
I don't know.
Yeah, if he wasn't there, why is she
When
asking
you
him that
went to
question?
the police station on January 11, 2015, did you go there on your own?
Nope.
Did the police come and get you to go to the police station, or did someone drop you off?
I'm gonna overrule the objection.
Did you voluntarily go down to the police station that night?
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car.
What'd you do? Get kicked out?
Let me see if I can get the with Mr. Steels. Yeah, so when he object the so when he say what do I mean? Because I'm asking questions now because I ain't real familiar with the courtroom. So when he sustained the objection, what does that mean?
That means that whatever the objection was brought for, that the judge agrees.
Okay.
So he's agreeing that the objection is legitimate, is what he's saying.
Yeah, because he was telling her like she the basis, like she wasn't having no basis to the what all this shit that she asking him.
Right. Yeah, and the basis went away whenever he said everything that I told you guys when you interviewed me was a lie. But she's still asking him questions about the lies. Like they're actual events that happened. And he told her already, these are not events that happened because I lied because I didn't want to go to jail. And then she goes down a list of dates and asks him one after the other. He's like, I don't know. I don't know. If that's what it says, then that's what it says.
Yeah, she this is her first rodeo, and they put her in a bad position.
Yeah, she's a mess. She had no business being in there.
No. But see, I feel like them cases where they know they don't have, it ain't solid.
Right. And I mean, the other part of that is that, I mean, you may have heard this before too, it's a saying that, lawyers, particularly prosecuting attorneys, should never ask questions that they don't know the answers to. And so when he told those people that everything I told you in that interview is a lie, and she goes and asks questions about it anyway, not knowing exactly what he's going to say, then that is amateur hour. She should have stopped that line of questioning as soon as she found out that it was all bogus. And that's why all the prosecutors are standing out there waiting for him to go out into the hallway.
Right.
Because it's like, oh man, damage control. And that's why he says, oh, I need to go take a break. Probably because somebody gave him a hand signal that, oh, this is going south. We need to take a break. We got to go back and look at that again.
Yeah, they let him did he made a mockery out of this woman. She was crying. Not yesterday, day before yesterday, she was crying.
Who, that prosecuting attorney?
Yeah.
Well, good. I mean, you're gonna have to learn how to do the shit the right way sometime. I already think she's dirty anyway. She's probably gonna end up in jail before her next case. Because she was the same one that was wearing the white suit during the hand signal video, right?
Yeah. That was her. Same woman.
Yeah. I haven't heard too much out of her through this whole case that, sounds like she was doing her side any good. You know what I mean?
Let's see.
You still trying to dig up that Woody video?
Yeah, man. The dude got so much shit on here, man.
Yeah. And so I guess the popular conjecture now is that Woody is the one that killed the dude. Is that right?
Oh shit. Hold on.
Or he just admitted to it just because.
She asking him some more goofy shit. Hold on. She asking what's 379. I'm sorry, y'all.
Hey,
If y'all
take
got some
man.
links, drop the links. If y'all got some links, drop them in the chat.
You need to finish your answers.
No, I need a break, John.
Say again?
I need a
That
break.
yeah.
You use the restroom?
No, I need a break. Like, I need a break.
Sir, it's not time for us to take a break at this point.
Well,
in time.
okay.
And see, this is where I think maybe
You know that-
somebody told him
We're
Yeah.
not going to break at this
that
point
it
in
was time for a break.
What is 372?
Numbers.
And does that number specify something? Does the 372 correspond to the letters of DRC on the phone pad?
I gotta look at the phone pad. How do you look at the phone pad to tell? Remember certain stuff or these questions you asking me, like you discombobulated me up here. I mean, like, I don't know what y'all got going on, like.
Telling Detective Thorpe that you received a response back from that text message.
I don't
Recall.
recall any conversation with Detective Thorpe.
I'm saying you can slow it down, but I'm gonna keep asking you these questions. So, do you recall texting or telling Detective Thorpe that another guy called you and said that those people were just lying?
I don't recall.
All right, that's what you told Detective Gaither.
I know I ain't complete school, but I think I'm speaking proper English. I told you, I don't recall nothing I said to no police. You keep sitting right here asking me the same question over and over and over and over and over. I'm tired of it. I'm drained.
Okay. Well, if you would just answer the question.
I am answering the question. You ask me, I say yes, yes. When I say yes, you ask me the same question over and over and over and over and over.
But what benefit would it be for you to lie to the police if you were trying not to be in trouble?
I was hoping to convince them so they could let me go.
So why would you lie to convince them?
What you mean? Why would I lie to convince them?
Right. Why would you lie to convince them if you wanted to not go to jail?
Why would I lie to convince them to not go to jail?
Right.
But they don't know that I'm lying.
So they didn't let you go immediately, did they?
Sometimes they let me go.
Right.
But when the time they let me go, I thought I was smarter than them.
So how were you able to tell Detective Gaither that Nut and Thug was cool?
What? You think it's a gotcha moment, but it's not.
But it's how I was yesterday trying to fish and listening to this shit, bro. I almost fell in the water. Man, this shit they gave this dude immunity, man, so he can do this shit.
Oh my god. That's perfect.
Because they're questioning me and I'm trying to get them off of me. And she asked me questions about Nut and Thug, I guess. And I'm telling her whatever she asked me, let's say she asked me a question about this guy.
Watch this right here, though.
I'm saying, yeah.
Well, this shit was so funny right here, boy.
I seen this guy. It's blue. Whatever she asked me, I'm gonna agree to that. I'm gonna say whatever she asked me. If she asked me about this reporter right here, I'm gonna say, yep, she's sitting outside me with white tennis shoes on. I'm gonna say something. Just because I want her to believe I'm telling the truth. That I want her to get me out of jail.
Well, she has on white tennis shoes, don't she?
Don't you got on white tennis shoes? She got on Chucks.
Right, and they white, right?
What difference does that make? What difference does that make?
She got on Chucks.
Oh my god. Did she just get out of like high school yesterday? Because she is not equipped for the courtroom.
Boy, man, this shit had me crying, man.
Oh my goodness.
Man.
We need to make a meme montage.
Man, I don't recall.
Yeah.
I know I ain't smart, didn't finish school enough, but I just said I don't recall.
And the best part is where he says, I think I be speaking proper English. Oh my goodness.
Man, this shit is crazy, bro.
Man. And this is going on still today, right? Or are they in recess today? I don't remember.
I'm not sure if they going today. I'm not sure if they're going today, man. I wish I could get the damn what you call, bro.
Which one are you looking for?
Man, let me see. Let me go to Brian Steele. Let's see. That's from 2 days ago when he called him out. He called his ass out yesterday. That's old. That's old. This whole 6 hours, man. I like when the people like didn't took the clips out.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like a lot of taxpayers, you know, paying they paying all this money for this trial to go forward. And like this dude is like a star witness for the prosecution. So it's like when he get on there and say what he said, like, you know, I lied to these people, I told them whatever I had to tell them, you know, for them to let me go. And then here it is, he tell them like shit, whatever. I guess whatever I told them worked. You know what I'm saying? You know, let me go.
Yeah, I'm not sitting in jail. I got immunity. What else you want to know? What do you mean why?
And then she leading them. Like then, what I did see, they like she like her rehearsing shit is like she's testifying for him.
Right.
You know,
she's trying her best to pick up the pieces of the mushroom cloud that just went off in that courtroom when he said that everything that all the information she's working off of is a lie. And so now she's trying to pick up the pieces and salvage it. She should have gone away, talked to her people, and, you know, asked to bring him back later if she was going to question him again. But everything she did after that point, it just a train wreck. It make them look like fools.
And this Miss Love chick, she's sitting down writing, she's writing notes and passing it to her to try and help her out. But, you know, I'm telling you, man, not yesterday, day before yesterday, this woman was crying. Right.
Yeah, and she's supposed to be the lead attorney for that case, or what?
Yeah.
My goodness.
Well, I thought it was Miss Love, but I guess not. It's this lady. And this her first go around. It's over with. Her career over with.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, well, you know, if she's doing the same shady crap that everybody else, including this judge, is doing, then it needs to be her last case. Because
the judge, like somebody said, the judge acts as if that oh, here you go right here. Let's go. Got it, y'all.
I would like the court to look into the appropriateness of Mr. Copeland, to my observations around your courtroom, outside your courtroom on breaks, is surrounded by several members of law enforcement, the district attorney's office, and prosecutors, potentially other persons.
Thank you, next level.
I don't know why a city witness under oath is in a room with prosecutors during breaks, mornings, afternoons. It's totally inappropriate. There are people who are at your court's door. There's a double door where the court sits to its right that aligns with the witness chair. And I noticed people standing there in law enforcement while Mr. Copeland is testifying. He's making eye contact with them. I don't know if they're his brother. My point to you is this: what gives anybody the right to surround a witness? He's not in custody, and bring a witness. I'm sure Mr. Copeland didn't say to the prosecutors, I don't know this, Your Honor, so if you think I'm wrong, then just strike it from your memory. But I'm sure he didn't say, hey, you guys want to hang out in this room a little while? So I believe that he is being led on a tether by the prosecutors, and it is coercion. It is inappropriate. And why would anybody not be recording everything he said? And why do I have to get it in drips and drabs? So I am objecting to the tactics of the Fulton County District Attorney's Office and whomever else they may have employed with a citizen, regardless of what the court may think of him, what the prosecutors think.
I don't have any thoughts. So please don't put that in. Please don't put that in the ether. Okay, but that's what you just said, sir.
Ether is
okay.
Clear. The court wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it either. So why is it happening?
I have no interest other than I'm a referee.
Well, you're the referee who spoke with the witness without my presence.
Mr. Steele, we're not gonna get into that right now.
Well,
okay?
My point is, how is he being treated here? And why don't I have all this? And why is this going on? What an unfair trial for Mr. Williams. Think about it. If you were accused, Your Honor, and the judge met with this witness, with the prosecutor, and you sat next to me and Mr. Adams, you would say to us, what kind of case is this? Now he's being surrounded with all this law enforcement. My point is,
Your Honor, we're going to object at this.
I'm not going to be interrupted.
Mr. Steele, hold on. No, but you're Mr. Steele? Mr. Steele?
Yes, sir. What?
Okay.
I want to finish and make a record for the court to understand.
Well, Mr. Steele.
I've never been interrupted in a court except for this one.
Mr. Steele got a little Woody in him, man.
I'll tell you what, Mr. Steele is sick of the bullshit because, it's flowing like a river in here. You cannot wear boots tall enough to escape the bullshit in this courtroom.
Man. And the judge is getting mad every time that Mr. Steele calls it out.
Yep. Fuck him. That judge shouldn't be a judge.
Oh, he done for after this.
I hope so, man.
Well, but the challenges in this point in time is that some of the things that you have said at certain points in time are not appropriate.
Not true.
Okay, well that's the court's.
Court is wrong.
Well, you have, everybody has an opinion, and it can certainly be reviewed at the appropriate time. But finish up so you can go ahead and make your record.
Interrupt anyone about a prosecutor or anyone. This is a record. This is important.
Okay, but it's your allegation and assertion, sir. Okay, so.
What?
But it's a record because he's trying to. It's his chance to talk. And if he's speaking, he's putting something on record. Why do you, the judge, keep interrupting?
Yup. Now, after he's finished, if he's got something to say, as the judge, I assume that he has the right to say it. But yeah, just interrupting him to keep him from getting things entered into the record. Yeah, to me, that's a foul.
Anybody over there, any of these defense lawyers over there, and he let the prosecutor just sit there and go on and on and on and on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't know that. We don't know whether or not they're true.
Going on. Every time Mr. Copeland comes in the courtroom or out of court, he's escorted by a DA's office investigator. You see that? This court is observant. You're not just sitting there in a cloud. You see exactly what's going on. You hear the prosecutor tell you, we were in a room with Mr. Copeland, and he said, why?
Okay.
Why do I have to bring it up? You should be bringing it up. This is crazy. This is like communist Russia. Mr. Williams is having the worst trial. So I'm moving again to stop intimidating the witness by the prosecution, leave people alone, and stop accusing. You've allowed the prosecutor Love to accuse me of misconduct.
Oh, but you've also accused her of hold on. You have accused her of misconduct as well. And remember what I told you about your professional response. Remember what I told you about and she's gonna take me down as opposed to you. So when I start talking, stop talking, please. Paying your
I hope that judge likes dudes.
Man, it's crazy, right?
Yeah. I mean,
I
seen
don't
lots
get
of
it.
I've seen lots of comments about disbarment and that sort of thing, you know, in the last, I don't know, week or so, you know, that this has all been coming out and everything. But man, that
What's
is
up, Julian?
too
What's
easy.
up, evolving with Queen Christy? This shit is crazy, man. It's most definitely kangaroo court. Then I heard the Chicago judge, Lennon Weber, somebody I seen that he passed away. I guess that's why he was rushing the trial to be over with. He knew he was dying, so he wanted to rush R. Kelly trial because you know he had to hurry up, get it out the way because he was on his way out.
Who's this again? Say that piece again.
That's the Chicago federal judge, Harry D. Lennon Weber.
Right.
Yeah. So,
I know he kicked the bucket.
yeah, he tilted it all the way over.
And so he was trying to get back in the court to do what before he died?
Now he was saying during the trial he was rushing the trial because he was rushing the trial. Say I guess this is why he was rushing to get it over with. You know, he probably started feeling a little woozy.
I see. I think.
Let's check out Ashley. Boy, I love this boy.
Could ask you to take the podium, please, as well. Now stand next to your attorneys.
They got
Okay,
Woody,
Ms. Merchant,
CP.
Mr. Steele, and I apologize.
They got Woody, a court-appointed lawyer.
One more time. What? Spell your last name for us.
SUSOR, Sierra Uniform Sierra Oscar.
You're a good man. Good man. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. Okay, Mr. Schuster as well. All right, counsel, I've made a clarification or to the order of contempt. Mr. Steele, I am going to hold you still hold you in summary criminal contempt pursuant to OCGA 15-1-3, subpart 3, for your failure to comply with my earlier order today. I'm going to order that you be taken into custody, incarcerated in the Fulton County Jail for no more than 20 days for this contempt. Those 20 days consisting of every weekend for the next 10 weekends. And you'll be reporting to 901 Wright Street Northwest, Atlanta, Georgia, 30318 at 7 p.m. on Fridays. You'll be released on 7 p.m. on Sundays. And it's to commence this Friday, June the 14th at 7 p.m. and not to end until Sunday, August the 18th at 2024, 7 p.m., subject to further order of this court. And that will be entered and e-filed. And you may take whatever steps you and your counsel deem appropriate after that. Okay?
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
I'm going to file a notice of appeal, but for whatever reason that doesn't take, and you don't give a bond, then I'd ask that I can be with Mr. Williams and we work on our case all weekend for all those weekends. Otherwise, I can't prepare. I speak with Mr. Williams all the time.
That's up to you. And sir, I will, sir, if that comes to pass, you have my support. I will talk with our sheriff and we may be able to make that work. Okay. If that should occur. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Is Miss Counsels, I'm done with this unless you have anything else. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Miss. Thank you, Miss Merchant and Mr. Schuster.
Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Did we get a copy of that?
Yes. In fact, The clerk is going to file a it's going to be e-filed. It'll be on the
Right, Carl.
e-file system momentarily.
Still the real
You
one,
should be able
man.
to get a copy of it from.
They said they call him YSL Steel. You know the people, they got so many nicknames. Let's see if we can find Ashley on here. Ashley Merchant. Yeah, man.
Yeah, she lit him up. That's what you're looking for now?
Yeah, man. She taught him a lesson quick.
And he still wasn't picking up what she was putting down. You know, he's just being, what is it? Just being obtuse about the whole thing. Like he doesn't understand. Yeah.
But he don't want to understand, man. He wanna do what he want to do. And at the end of the day, Ashley Merchant was telling him, it's still, you know, you still have to follow procedures.
Right. Yeah. I got one here if you want to use this one.
Can you play it?
Yeah, go ahead, bring it up on the stage.
Let me see.
It's about 18 minutes long, but we'll go through the parts where
all right.
Let me get my thumb over here. There we go.
This is what all about. Watch this.
Ask a question.
Yes, sir.
Did the court order the transcript that we can see it and have a hearing and call witnesses?
No, I'm not gonna order the transcript as of yet, because if the case should be reviewed, the appellate court will have that particular ability to do that. I don't believe at this point in time it is the court's understanding of the ex parte conversation that the disclosure is.
See, now they didn't want to get a transcript from that meeting.
Right.
He didn't want to get those transcripts, and they would have never gave those transcripts for that ex parte meeting.
He doesn't
still finding out about it.
He doesn't have a transcript because there was no court reporter in that meeting. The only reason that they have a transcript at all, and I'm talking about Smith, is because he was sent a recording of that meeting by somebody who was in that meeting. And so that's why the judge said, I'm not going to make that available. He doesn't have one.
I agree.
Yeah,
I
it's
yield
an
back.
illegal meeting. Yeah. All right. Let me go back. I just skipped to the part where Ashley's coming up. And this is Professor Nez, by the way. Shout out. I get a lot of good information from him.
I've entered the order. I've entered the contempt already. I'm entering the order. I'm about to enter the order. I've held him in contempt earlier from today's proceeding by him not telling me who it is he got this information from. I'm not asking him for any of the sum and substance of the communication. He's been disclosing that, however, and that's why I kind of want to know who told him that. So if he tells me who it is that disclosed that to him.
I like how he's still trying to make deals here. Like he's got a leg to stand on. You know what I mean? It's just the assumptive attitude of this judge.
Yeah. Cocking is mad because he got caught.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
He will be able to purge himself of that contempt, and he's done. That's the only thing I'm asking for at this point in time. If not, then as you well know, as a criminal contempt, there's no supersedeas bond, there's no appeal, and I'm going to put him in custody.
Well, she's waiting for him to finish so that she can tell him what it really is.
For this evening, and if he wishes to, which he can still purge if tonight Keith Adams emails me or you email me and tell me, well, it was X. So he can. I'm going to give him as much flexibility to purge himself of this contempt. Only thing I want is because of the way this information was disclosed.
What's that?
It took us 5 years to find out who was Officer A.
Right. Right.
When it comes to the R. Kelly case, it took us 5 years to find out who was Officer A, who took those jail records and sold them to Tasha K. And this judge, and still having nothing happen to Officer A, hasn't nothing happened to Tasha K. Judge want to hold a lawyer in contempt of court
for his criminal activity. Yep.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah,
This shit
it's
is crazy.
crazy. Yeah, this is I'm glad that he started it at this point, because this is a good precursor, to what's coming when she gets up there.
Closed. It is troubling to the court, and it's very, since it was a ex parte communication. We won't get into the merits of everything else that Mr. Steele has proffered and everything else, but that's the only thing I'm trying to do at this point in time. So I've asked your client for the last time if he would tell me who it is that disclosed,
and he said no.
That information.
Judge, can you come up to the microphone? Sorry.
Please. Microphone, it'll pick up, madam.
Uh-oh.
Dun, digga, dun, digga, dun, dun, dun.
Which one?
It'll turn green. Yeah, it'll turn green. Yes,
Watch
Is
this,
it on
everybody.
now?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you. Judge, just for the record, is the criminal contempt, is it criminal contempt that you held him in?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you said you had a hearing earlier today.
With criminal contempt, I told him what the contempt was, and that was he refused to tell, order of the court. If counsel, as you know, if the court orders you to do something and you don't, that's criminal contempt. So I've asked him several times, please just tell me who it is that told you. I didn't ask or inquire about anything that was said. I just want to know who it was, because he's got too much detail of this particular alleged.
She don't care what your reasons are
for the court to be concerned about it. So,
And Judge, since
You
it
just
is a
wanna
criminal
clarify
contempt, he is entitled to due process.
What
He's entitled to a hearing.
contempt it is.
Right, exactly, because the judge, apparently does not understand the difference, and so she's going to explain it to him.
Entitled to an actual show cause, entitled to the allegations actually written, entitled to a witness list. We're entitled to present our own witness list. And
well, no,
notice of that.
criminal contempt is different. It is on the spot. So he's gotten the due process he's going to get. That's on the spot. I told him. Plus, he's had all day to tell me who it is that is it. So a little different, Ms. Merchant. I won't disagree with you, but
Well, and
okay.
Judge, just for the record, it's that's direct. So what you're holding him in is in direct criminal contempt.
Yes.
The issue with the direct criminal contempt is whether or not to actually hold a hearing now, whether or not it needs to be held immediately. And the problem is, if you hold him in direct criminal contempt, as you're saying that you did, you are a witness to that proceeding. And so it has to be referred to another judge. Doesn't require recusal. You actually have to sua sponte send it to another judge because you are a witness to the proceeding.
Show me the.
Because he's a witness in that proceeding. How does he not understand that?
Education 101, man.
Oh my goodness. You do not need a law degree to be a lawyer in this country. Any asshole can be a lawyer. I'm telling you.
Case law says that, Ms.
Yes,
Merchant.
it is Henry McClarty. It's 152 Georgia App 399. And it says that is one of the cases. Also, two other cases, Henry Adams, 215 Georgia App 372.
They can't read it.
Give me the name of the
Oh, well, this is what she does.
This is what her office does. They
she's
specialize in this criminal contempt.
She got 25 other mofos listening to her live right now. Just taking it all in. Dude, the hammer is gonna come down.
She said soon as they held him in contempt, she said she got a phone call, didn't even think twice. Her whole office came to the courthouse.
Yep. I mean, bro, this all 25 lawyers should have come in. That would have been cool. It would have just added to it,
Case again. Henry what?
Do you want just the number, Judge?
Yeah, I would. Thank you.
215
215
Georgia App
Georgia App.
372.
Okay.
Also 215
Georgia App, 349.
Okay,
That's Adams and Hasty.
all right, let me take a look at those. Do you have anything a little more current than 1994?
Hasty is 94. Unfortunately, contempt of attorneys is not a common proceeding, so most of the cases are a little bit older. And Judge, I'm not the only one here. There's quite a few other lawyers that want to be present in the court.
Boy.
There's about 20, 25.
Oh
Now,
boy.
it's not kind of space allocations, as I told you. So you can, like I said, since you are representing him, that's fine. He told us, Mr. Steele told us that. Anybody else, because I have security concerns as well, and we have to vet people to come in, then they can
Well, I guess that answers that question.
go to 8H, and they can certainly watch the proceedings from there.
And Judge, for security purposes, they're all attorneys. They're all members of the bar. I can give you all their names.
You still would have to
And they're all officers of the court.
be searched, and still would have to be subject to the court's protocols.
And also, there's room in the jury box, and then there's room in the courtroom. So we would ask that they be
I
allowed to.
don't want them in my jury box, okay? No.
I understand.
Contempt is directed. Trial court has the power after conforting the contemptor to the opportunity to speak in his or own behalf, announce punishment summarily and without further notice or hearing.
You know, his butthole has got to be puckering right about now. Sitting up there on that judge's chair.
I already did that, Mr. Steele. He's already told me, I already gave him the opportunity to do that. So we had that conversation this morning already. So
And Judge, there's a couple different issues. First, the question is whether or not you need to have that hearing now. I know you're saying that you had the hearing earlier, but regardless, he was entitled to have an attorney at that point, and he didn't have one. So the question is initially whether or not you even need to hear this now. And some of the cases I've cited, along with some others, say that a summary proceeding is not necessary in a case like this. And the best evidence of that is the trial has continued. It has not stopped this trial. So for you to hold a summary hearing of direct contempt, the court has to be able to state how this interferes with your ability to administer justice in this case.
I can tell you, because it is a violation of the sacrosanct nature of the court's ability to hold ex parte conversations without those being broadcast to other people. And as to how that information was disclosed, that's a real problem. That's why it's of such an issue for the court at this point in time.
Judge, and Mr. Steele has a right to make a motion like this. If there were ex parte,
he does. I'm not saying anything, but
he just can't help
he
but cut people off. He cannot resist cutting people off. Anybody outside of the prosecutor, he cut them off.
Yeah. And, you'll find that with anybody who is having an argument against somebody with facts. Because when you've got no leg to stand on, that's really your only option, is to cut them off and keep them from speaking the truth. Because he has no defense. He has no explanation.
He caught red-handed and don't want to accept it.
Yep.
But he's kind of put himself in the particular position he's in.
No, he did that. The only thing that the lawyer did was receive information. That's all he did. He didn't make the recording. He didn't sneak into that man's chambers. He received the information, and as the defense lawyer, did exactly what he was supposed to do.
No, Judge, I don't agree.
I'm going to disagree with you, okay?
I believe that the court has put him in that position.
No.
He cannot be held in the law states, McClarity, which I cited to you earlier.
And it's true that direct summary contempt, which arises in the presence of the court, intends to scandalize it and or hinder or obstruct the orderly process of the administration of justice. The preservation of order and decorum of the court is exempt from due process requirements of notice and hearing. That's even Moody, goes back to 1974. So I believe that Mr. Steele's, he can file whatever motions, but his particular actions in this case, I just want to know who told him this. That's all. I'm not asking him to release or otherwise tell any conversations, but I just want him to tell me that.
And Judge, so that's what you want, but that does not conflate to a contempt. Your desire for him to answer your question does not mean that you have the power to hold him in
So
contempt.
you can come into court, Mr. Merchant, and not answer a question of the court and not be held in contempt?
If it's a question that the court is not permitted to ask, yes.
Okay, well, this is a question the court's permitted to ask.
And it's our position, if we had a hearing, we could explain to the court why he is not required. First of all, the court accused him of eavesdropping. That is a crime. He has a Fifth Amendment privilege against answering those questions. Rule 1.6 protects all confidential information that is gained not from your client, but in representation of your client. He has the ability to protect that information. But we don't even need to get there, because he can't be held in contempt, and you can't threaten him with contempt for presenting a motion in good faith. He presented a motion in good faith that he believed there were ex parte communications. You are a witness to that, because it's my understanding that you were part of those ex parte communications. They can't be ex parte if you aren't part of them, by nature.
Okay.
Okay, so this is absolutely amazing.
So I don't know how much more of this you want to get into there, Big Vi, but I mean, that pretty much, sums up what they had going on. And so this judge is just grasping at straws, trying everything he possibly can, to try to wiggle his way out. And she's not buying it. She's like, if you're going to send him directly to jail without a get out of free or collect $200, then there's certain procedures you got to follow. And the judge is just, refusing to follow those procedures. Did I lose Big Vi again?
He feel crazy because she's sitting here educating him on you sitting in your courtroom trying to hold someone in contempt and don't even know how to utilize it.
Yeah, well, and he needs her to be wrong because she's not, and it doesn't work for him. You know what I mean? And so the other thing that I discovered, was one of the differences between, civil and criminal contempt is that criminal contempt means that something has already happened that is irreversible, that causes damage to, the trial or the case or whatever. And so, and that hasn't happened here because like she said, as soon as he discovered it, he reported it to the court. It's not his problem that the court doesn't know how he got the information. Not his problem at all.
No, but they, like you say, it's the judges. The judge should have let him know about those meetings.
Yeah. If he was legit, then that's what he would have done. He would have said, "Hey, I met with these people." And the other thing is that it's a pretty good indication that he's the one that called the meeting. Because if it was like a spontaneous thing, meaning there was no premeditation. If it was a spontaneous meeting, let's say the district attorney came up and said, "Hey, judge, we want to meet with you. And, these are all the people that want to meet with you." So then his first responsibility would have been to have a court clerk come in and take notes for that meeting. And that's why he doesn't have a transcript, because he did the meeting dirty. He doesn't have a transcript of it. There was no court reporter, and he was trying to do it on the sly and under the table.
Got busted.
Yup.
And he said right in the beginning when he asked for those transcripts, well, we'll make them available for you. Yeah. Man, it's just, it's just looking at stuff like this is like, this is what gives people like, if someone who's going through a criminal, like that whole Georgia like thing is like corrupt, man.
Yeah. And here's what I think is going to be one of the judge's big problems going forward. He is either going to have to come up with a transcript of this ex parte meeting, which doesn't exist, this transcript, okay? or he's going to have to backdate and forge a transcript to present. It's like, when you tell the cop that, you got insurance and everything else, and you get to the courtroom and you can't prove it.
What's up, Ashley? Yeah, man, it's crazy, but it's just something that me just sitting back and like I say, I came across this case. I hadn't really been following it. I know there's other people that do follow the case.
Well, we've been beating this up over at Provoked Thoughts.
When I seen when the lawyer was held into contempt. And I was like, hold on, man, I gotta look into this, man. Something just don't seem right about this. And sure enough, something wasn't right.
And what's crazy to me, because we keep seeing it more and more often, is that why do all these courtrooms starting to look like, Hollywood Housewives, TV drama? They don't even make any sense anymore.
Because in certain courtrooms anyway, if this judge right here, it just seems as though he's not working off of his own understanding. He's working like he have an agenda. Like, I don't like this right here. It may not mean a lot to some people, but to see this dude do this stuff with this attorney that was caught, and then like you get a wrong person immunity, this dude, but this shit here.
Well, I think, just based on what I've seen of this so far, that this judge's agenda came from Fannie Willis's district attorney's office.
Yeah, because they report to her every day.
Mm-hmm. And now though, in his playing of the role that was given to him by Fannie Willis's district attorney's office, he has screwed the pooch. He's made a mistake, and now he's trying to dig himself out, and he's doing it wrong. He's just making more mistakes.
Yeah,
and then the other thing, and I think we brought this up already, the appeals court already overturned this guy's order to go to jail. So Smith is not sitting in jail, although he was prepared to. And so the appeals court has said, yeah, you're not going to jail until after, the hearing is done and the case is settled and all that kind of stuff. And so that is going to be an interesting segment too. I want to see, and I hope they have, live video of that court case where this judge is a witness for this contempt charge.
All right, so I'm back, people. I had a difficult individual. It was some tough shit I had to do.
Somebody's printer was offline, huh?
Man, their whole brain was offline. When it comes to, I call him the fake Dr. Phil, the fake Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince. This dude, his whole premise was anger. Yeah. He was angry because of the fact that he got found out, and he took it out on a person who he shouldn't have taken it out on, which is Young Thug's attorney. When he should be more mad at himself. But see, the thing about it is, he believes in his heart that he was doing the right thing because it's something that he's been done. It's going unchecked, basically.
I don't think he believes in his heart that he did the right thing.
It's just because it's been unchecked, basically.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and like we were talking before, he is used to doing things his own way, but he knew that, because he even called it an ex parte conversation. He knew
it was not ex parte.
Right, that with that conversation, there are certain responsibilities on behalf of the court, and he didn't satisfy any of those responsibilities. He never notified the defense team that the meeting had occurred. He never notified the defense team that the meeting was going to occur. He didn't have a court reporter in the meeting. He didn't provide the defense with a copy of the transcript for the meeting. So everything that he did was wrong. And then to cover his own screw ups, he's trying to put the lawyer in jail. It's not going to turn out well.
you know, and this is what I call the far left mentality.
Mm-hmm. Mental gymnastics.
You catch me, I'll put you in jail.
Yep.
You know, that's what it is. You know, I'm going to silence you one way or the other.
Yep. Who is Tara Reid?
That's a good point right there. They promised enough family restitution. That's one of the reasons they're doing everything to get a win. They gotta find Young Thug guilty in order for Nut family to get restitution. Young Thug is the only one who have money. So with Lil Woody saying I killed Nut, shit, they can't get nothing from him.
No, you know, yeah. I mean, you know, they're making these promises and you know the people, and they feel like that, you know, they gotta do it, and the judge is in on it, and you know, and this proves everything that we say, that the judge and we got prosecutors on the bench,
activists on the bench.
Yeah, activists, and you know, and you working with the prosecutor, you might as well get off the stand and sit over there with the rest of the prosecutors. I mean, if you notice, he's doing the same shit. You know, overruling every objection.
Yep. This is like the Judge Merkin trial, except we didn't get to see that one. I wonder why.
It's like the Ann Donnelly trial.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing, and like I said, this is showing. If I want to quote, you know, another judge, an odor of mendacity all over every system, every single system, all over the country. Now, I think that in small towns you might have decent court systems.
I think so too, where you have, you know, locally elected judges and that sort of thing. Not this, you know, partisan appointment crap system that we have now.
Right. I think it's all nepotism, DEI. It's all of the things that make for just the kangaroo court system.
It's the perfect set of circumstances. If you're going to be corrupt, this is the way to do it. So this is like the handbook.
You know, and then to be a sitting judge, misquoting and misrepresenting and mishandling actual laws
and witnesses
that is obvious. You know nothing of what you speak. Well, if it does exist, and everything that was said in that, I saw.
Well, he said it in the beginning of when Ashley first came on. He didn't. When they talk, he say they'll get some transcripts together, or he'll have to do the appeal to get the transcripts or whatever.
But by that time, they can do whatever the hell they want to do. They can make up a transcript.
Really. And that's the thing. Where did that transcript come from? Because the only one that I have seen so far is the one that Smith provided.
Go back to it when he talked about the transcript news.
Ah, geez, I don't know where that was. Do you?
No, it was right in the beginning before Ashley started.
Okay.
Right before she went up and still was going down.
All right, let me see if you're not her. Okay, so it'd be around in here somewhere.
He got this information from. I'm not asking him for any of the sum and substance of the communication. He's been disclosing that. However,
now see, he should already know what the sum and substance is of the communication if he had done it correctly. You know what I mean?
Right.
So he would have no reason to ask for that.
Ever. And that's why I kind of want to know who told him that. So if he tells me who it is that disclosed that to him, he will be able to purge himself of that contempt, and he's done. That's the only thing I'm asking for at this point in time. If not, then as you well know, as a criminal contempt, there's no superseded bond, there's no appeal. And I'm going to put him in custody for this evening. And if he wishes to, which he can still purge if tonight Keith Adams emails me or you email me and tell me, well, it was X. So I'm going to give him as much flexibility to purge himself of this contempt. Only thing I want is, because of the way this information was disclosed, it is troubling to the court, and it's very, since it was a ex parte communication. We won't get into the merits of everything else that Mr. Steele has proffered and everything else, but that's the only thing I'm trying to do at this point in time. So I've asked your client for the last time if he would tell me who it is that disclosed that information.
Judge, can you come up to the microphone? Sorry.
Please.
Where would you like me to
Microphone, it'll pick up, madam.
Thank you so much. Just for the record, Ashley Roman. Which one?
It'll turn green. Yeah, it'll turn green.
Okay,
Yes,
watch
ma'am.
Is it on now?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you. Judge, just for the record, is the criminal contempt, is it criminal contempt that you held him in?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you said you had a hearing earlier today.
With criminal contempt, I told him what the contempt was, and that was he refused to tell, order of the court. If counsel, as you know, if the court orders you to do something and you don't, that's criminal contempt. So I've asked him several times, please just tell me who it is that told you. I didn't ask or inquire about anything that was said. I just want to know who it was, because he's got too much detail of this particular alleged conversation for the court to be concerned about it. So,
And Judge, since it is a criminal contempt, he is entitled to due process. He's entitled to a hearing, entitled to an actual show cause, entitled to the allegations actually written, entitled to a witness list. We're entitled to present our own witness list. And
well, no,
notice of that.
criminal contempt is different. It is on the spot. So he's got the due process he's going to get. That's on the spot. I told him. Plus, he's had all day to tell me who it is that is it. So a little different, Ms. Merchant. I won't disagree with you, but
Well, and
okay.
Judge, just for the record, it's that's direct. So what you're holding him in is in direct criminal contempt.
Yes.
The issue with the direct criminal contempt is whether or not to actually hold a hearing now, whether or not it needs to be held immediately. And the problem is, if you hold.
So I don't think where do they talk about transcript? I mean, I know there was one point where the judge
It was
said,
a little bit before that. It was why Mr. Steele's. It was right before she come up.
okay, let me see if I can find
Brian was still up there.
I'd like to
It would be just like if you all in the past have had ex parte conversations with the court. And I won't say about for what? You and Mr. Adams and others. That is your right. And that little period or that little conclave of discussion with the court protects you and protects the system. It's recorded and taken down. So if it needs to be reviewed later, it gets reviewed. But you have made something out of it where I'm kind of at a disadvantage at this point in time. So because I didn't invite you into that particular proceeding, and I don't think you had a right to be there.
Yep, you think.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
So witness testifying who met with the court and the DAs, that doesn't concern us,
Your Honor,
meaning the defense?
Okay, so this is just insane. I mean, the judge is saying basically that you need to tell me who told you. I want to know who tattletaled on me.
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying that the defense attorney, Brian Steele, had no right to be in a secret meeting where the Fannie Willis prosecutor, as well as one of the top star witnesses, Mr. Copeland, and the judge were in chambers with zero representation of defense. That is so absolutely absurd and wrong on all sorts of levels, legally, ethically, morally, everything. But anyway, bear with me because I'm traveling right now.
He will be able to purge himself of that contempt, and he's done. That's the only thing I'm asking for at this point in time. If not, then as you well know, as a criminal contempt, there's no superseded bond, there's no appeal, and I'm going to put him in custody for this evening. And
yeah, no, you're not.
If he wishes to, which he can still purge tonight.
The prosecutor told him we need him out. We need Mr. Steele's out, Mr.
Because that's another violation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mr. Williams need his his counsel. He have a right to his counsel.
That's another violation. It's like they was finna pile it on, man.
Yep, just rack them up. See if we can get a high score.
Me or you emailing me and tell me, well, it was X. So I'm going to give him as much flexibility to purge himself of this contempt. Only thing I want is because of the way this information was disclosed.
I want to know how I got found out.
Yeah, and the only reason, and there was no legal basis. He was just pissed and he wanted to take somebody to the woodshed, man.
Yeah. Well, he's going to have to do his own investigation. It is not, the lawyer's job, to drop that dime on where he got work product information for his defendant. Not his job.
And the thing about it is, he literally was like, I asked him to please tell me you weren't ordering him to do shit.
Yeah.
But when you didn't get what you wanted,
you
turned around and said, okay, well, I'm going to hold you in contempt. It's not contempt when you're asking something that you shouldn't even be asking because you should have told it. You should have told that shit. You shouldn't have sat here and let these people, because you're being led around by the nose by Fannie Willis and her group of cronies to just do whatever the heck it is that they want you to do.
Yeah.
I mean, this just shows a level of spinelessness. I mean, this same judge right behind him got a damn comfort dog.
Does he really?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
He got a comfort animal behind the bench. So obviously your ass is mentally unstable. That you need to have your little puppy with you while you hold in court.
Yeah.
The shit is crazy. I mean, so you sit here and you allow yourself to be compromised as a judge, as the highest person in the court, just like Judge McAfee. But Judge McAfee was smart enough to get the shit off his plate when it came to Fannie Willis. He's like, hey, I'm gonna sign you. Yeah, you can get an appeal. I don't want nothing to do with this shit. At a point, these judges refuse to recuse themselves because they know these cases are high profile. They know it's a make or break, and they're at the point of no return. Like right now, he is off the cliff and falling.
Yep.
The man.
I don't know which one. I don't know which one he is, Thelma or Louise, but that car is already airborne.
Man, it is airborne, and you might as well put your head between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, this is not going to work out well for him. Actually, I mean, Fulton County is under the microscope. And so this is just more ammunition for, that investigation that's been going on now.
To keep going forward, to get even more aggressive.
Mm-hmm. Because it is crooked down there. Crooked.
Anytime you piss off every defense attorney in the city, and they all come come pulling up to your courthouse.
Oh man, this guy is gonna have his hands full over the next few months.
And with all of this animosity in the courtroom now, how can these people that are on trial get a fair trial? How?
Yeah. And now so this guy's trial, this isn't even the topic of discussion in this courtroom anymore. They've completely moved on from Young Thug's trial, and now we've moved on to all of this drama, which is everything but that.
Right. I mean, which muddies the water. It muddies the waters. There's no way that he can have a fair trial at this point. He wasn't having one to begin with.
No. Yeah, this is going to be a mistrial.
I mean, it needs to be a full-fledged dismissal. We're going to let this shit go, but they put too much money in it. They're at the point of no return. You sit up here and you've literally had one of the longest trials in Georgia history under the economy that we live in right now. It's cost millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
To even hold this. All of these people that are in here that's getting paychecks for this. It's one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen. It's like, how dare you even think that this is okay?
Yeah.
How dare you even think it? I mean, it's not.
Well, and they've completely lost, the plot, because whatever it was that they were trying to accomplish with all the shadiness is gone now. That's toast. I mean, when that dude came up and just made fools out of them, that pretty much threw their case out of the water. And so,
The
now
man
you
has
have to
not
wonder,
even been
what are we
crossed.
doing? Yeah.
He hasn't even been crossed yet.
Mm-mm.
I'm ready for cross-examination. I would love to see what Lil Woody got to say on the cross.
Yeah.
Did they squeeze you when you was in that back room? Objection sustained. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Yup.
Because he got
Yep.
squeezed. I'm talking about he got
What's
squeezed.
up, Uncle Mew? Yeah, they put the squeeze on Lil Woody. This man told them people, I told them people, whatever I had to say to get out of that day.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I mean, so anything that you have down that you said I said was all BS because I didn't want to go to jail. So now, because
he said what he said because he said what he said.
Yep.
And that's what he said.
Yep. And thanks for the immunity, suckers.
Absolutely. And for him to tell him that he murdered that man.
When did he do that? Where was that at?
In that room.
Oh.
And that was one of the things that he was about to bring up as
Right. I remember
as Uncle Phil was storming off with his dog. Because I've never seen a judge throw a fit like this.
Oh my goodness. And if that is what is in that, did somebody find that transcript? Any transcript?
In the appeal to the Supreme Court, all of that information was there because that was what was given to them. And an admission of a murder, and then you tell it was whoever told them this told them verbatim.
It was the lawyer that he fired.
I bet I bet it was. I mean, I put cash on it. And I don't think that she told Steele directly. She sent that shit to one of the attorneys that she knows that's working with one of those other attorneys, with one of those other clients, I believe. And then he's like, "Well, look at this shit," and they immediately was like, "We got to file a motion for a mistrial."
Yeah.
And it was funny because he never got the motion out of his mouth. He never got the full crux of what he was trying to say.
And never got it fully on the record either.
Before he said, "I'm going to deny your motion."
Yeah.
How did you get? How do you know? So all of this is on record, and all of this is on TV. All of this is on YouTube and all type of social media platforms, and people are seeing it over and over again.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to dig for this transcript because I haven't seen it.
This is what Democrats do, man. This is what this is the Democratic Party and their justice system in full effect.
Well, yeah, the administrative state, not just the Democrats. I mean, you got dudes from both sides that are, helping this sham along.
But I bet you if you look up these people party affiliation,
there's no doubt about that. But
every last one of them in the room are Dems.
Yep. But the ultimate goal is just to have all of us sheep corralled and controlled, and so but that's a different topic. That would take us off the beaten path. Just know that it's not just these guys. It's just they're the ones that are at the moment being the most blatant about it because they think nobody can do anything to them because they get to make the rules.
And what Kilroy girl is saying about the court reporter being in and out the room, she was probably sent out of the room.
Right. Even if she was ever notified of the meeting in question to begin with. Because that meeting was not held in the courtroom. That meeting was held in the judge's chambers.
A little sidebar. I don't want to get too distracted. We'll jump back on this. Now, the Hunter Biden case is over. We've heard from Hunter Biden jurors. We still haven't heard from a Trump juror. We still ain't heard from an R. Kelly juror. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? Like, that's the craziest thing ever. I'm like, wait a minute. We immediately started hearing from Hunter Biden's jurors. Same day.
Now,
Yeah.
in the defense of Trump jurors, if you were a Trump juror, would you go on TV?
Yeah, you would have to black my face out.
Yeah, I mean, if you're one of those jurors and you decided that you're going to be the one to go on TV, you need to move and make sure that you got a nice place somewhere underground.
Yeah, because it ain't gonna be Trump that's gonna come for you.
It's going to be some Yahoo redneck with a gun.
Like, you stupid son of a bitch.
Yep, I can't believe you done that. We're going to take you down to the woodshed.
Like, boy,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, the shit crazy. I mean, and like I said, you look at all of this, man. Every last bit of this shit, man, is egregious to say the least. It's like oh no, like, are we really having this happen? And see, what happened was he forgot those cameras was in that room when he was acting the fool.
Yeah, I think so too. I think you're right. I think he had a momentary lapse of reason there and forgot that everything was going out to God and everybody. Because, man, he should have called a recess right then and there and got his thoughts together.
Got it.
Yeah, so it's egregious to say the least. There's absolutely no reasoning.
Yeah, that's crazy to me right there, what he's got up on the screen right now. That is crazy to me.
You know, and it's laughable, but it's not funny. This is not funny at all. You can't do that.
Man, he's looking right at her. Damn.
Steal second base.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, they've been watching the Houston Astros, huh?
I guess so.
Go. There's a curveball coming. Don't swing. Like, sheesh. I was like, these fools is clowning. Like, or the Boston Red Sox with the Apple Watches. They, you know what I'm saying? That Houston ain't the only ones that was doing a bit of cheating now. But at the end of the day, man, it's like your cases are weak. And you got to get somebody you got to get the usual. So Lil Woody is the usual suspect.
Yeah.
Anytime anything go down, they round his ass up.
Yeah, he said that. He said that too. Every time something happen, they come get him.
What you know, Lil Woody? I don't know shit. Well, I'll tell you what I know. Just let me go home. I'll tell you anything you need. And he don't give a damn about throwing nobody under the bus.
I don't know nothing about no Officer Thornton. Officer Thornton.
He's like, yes. He's like, are you just saying yes to move this along? Yes.
Yes. I don't recall.
Now, I was hating that I don't recall, but he had me rolling. I was like, good Lord.
But don't it remind you of Azrael?
Better. Because he was doing that shit to the prosecution. So that's better. That's better. He played that, and she didn't even know where to go from there. It was just like she got stuck in the mud and couldn't move on.
Man, she cried, bro. That was Wednesday. He was doing the same shit, yawning, stretching, sleeping. He got the cussing in there yesterday.
Yeah, he was like, I apologize.
I get it.
It is, but hey, it make you want to cuss. It's a shit show.
Yeah.
It's an absolute shit show. You know, and when I get to talk about injustice for everybody and injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere, we watching that shit right now.
And they act like they don't even care. It don't even matter that everybody's seeing it. You know what I mean?
It is a threat to justice everywhere.
It don't matter to certain people because, you know, it's not affecting them personally.
Yeah, or it hasn't in the past.
Or it hasn't. You know what I'm saying? So they're not looking at it. They're not looking at it from a lens that most of us and most of the people in the chat look at it like we understand the possibility of us being in a situation and we had to go inside a courtroom. Would we want to be in a courtroom like that? Hell
Man,
no.
hell to the no, man. I couldn't even fathom having the deck stacked against me like
salute Lil
that.
Woody for doing the shit. I say Netflix need to give Lil Woody a what they call the shit, a special.
Man, look, this
Netflix
dude
need to give Lil Woody a special, man.
This dude said, I done told you. He was like, I done told you. You keep on over and over and over and over and over and over. I was like, boy, he killing her. She can't even handle it. I mean, she literally got stuck on repeat, asking him the same damn question. I'm like, damn, she is asking him the same question over and over again.
Yo.
You know, so I'm like, you prolonging his testimony. He told you, he was like, look, lady, I told you.
Yeah. She's asking him about all these things that are written on a piece of paper, and he already told her, I ain't never seen that paper.
Then it comes from 24. Now you can look at this dude and tell this dude don't remember shit.
He done smoked so much weed. He done drunk so much codeine and promethazine. I bet he don't remember.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I bet he don't. That dude done did some drugs, okay? Some real drugs. I ain't talking about no play shit. He ain't been bullshitting. And you bring him up here just like they brought another witness up there that was high as hell, and he admitted it on the stand. He was like, look, I'm about to tell y'all right now, I'm high in a motherfucker. Like, damn.
And that was in the same trial?
Yes.
All this been going on in this bullshit trial.
I mean, Atlanta is off the chain. I don't want to go live there ever. Shit. What the hell?
Yeah. That's what I tell people all the time, stay out of New York. You ain't got no reason to be there. We're going to have to start including Georgia into that.
Man, stay out of Fulton County for sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yo, my son mom was killed in Fulton County. And this dude was a double homicide. They only gave his mother 20 years.
At least he got something. What was it? Recently, I think he was in Los Angeles. So the dude that hijacked a bus, killed a woman, and they're not going to prosecute.
Yeah, this is Fanny because she too busy with bullshit cases. She don't give a, and you notice that these district attorneys don't give a damn about real crime.
Nope.
That's not going to get them no money.
They got another agenda. And it doesn't have nothing to do with the law.
That's not going to deal. That's not going to build a profile at all. I mean, so they just on stuff that really matters. They like F it. We're gonna go for the big fish.
When you see the kind of high profile, you've never seen this many high profile cases going on in this country.
Not at all.
And along with that, there, Big Vi, you haven't seen this many just nothing cases become high profile because of the silliness that's going on in the courtroom. You look at the gag order that was placed on Donald Trump. That was equivalent to the Mute R. Kelly movement. You silence a person and prevent them from telling that other side of the story, because there are three sides. It's your side, my side, and then we can come together and figure out what the truth is. Which side is leaning more towards truth? Because everybody's version is going to be in the best interest of them. You're going to shine yourself in the brighter light. So when you got these attorneys that and these systems or these agendas that go about trying to bankrupt individuals so that they can't defend themselves, because that's what they did to Donald Trump. They were successful with R. Kelly, but they couldn't do that to Trump. And they think they're justified doing all this lying and cheating and stealing in order to, achieve whatever it is that they think their goal is.
Say, we'll quote Nisi Mo, the law breaks the law to get convictions. And those words are absolutely true. Like, if she ain't said nothing true in her life, that's the truth. and it needs to stop. There needs to be, there needs to be. I damn near feel like that there needs to be direct oversight over every trial that goes down in Atlanta and every trial that goes down in New York. There needs to be somebody in there overseeing the trial besides the judge.
Yep. And if
So what y'all think gonna happen like in Chicago now? Like they gonna get a new judge, now that Judge Leonard Webber then kicked the bucket and tried to chase it up the street. What you think? Like, do you think it get fresh eyes will point out different things?
I would hope so.
Well, the appellate court is already looking at it, right? And so, I mean, there's
Second Circuit denied. They, the Second Circuit, they upheld the ruling. So, Supreme Court.
That's crazy because at the end of the last, piece of his appeal that they showed, there were 3 judges sitting there on the panel, and they all seemed to agree that there were serious flaws in the case.
That's New York. That's the New York appeal.
Ah, okay. So I got 2 different things.
Right now, the New York appeal has more of an opportunity to get overturned because of the simple fact that Weinstein's got overturned for less bad act witnesses. I don't know.
Right.
I can't even think of how many people that they ran up there on R. Kelly. I'm talking about men and women.
It was only there were only 7 accusers, 7 victims, but they had over 40. They had right at 50 people who testified.
Yep, talking about things that had nothing to do with the case.
Right, they had a lady say that she was locked in a room and couldn't call, and there was a fucking phone in there.
Right. Then you say you come to do an interview.
You couldn't eat, but there was a menu in there.
You come to do an interview, but they take you in a room, tell you to switch out in lingerie, and you don't find nothing wrong with it.
I mean, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like he ain't even met the woman, ain't seen this woman, and then turn around, just lock her in the room. I'm finna go get me some. The shit is stupid. But the thing about it is, when you already have a biased jury like you would in New York, you ain't got to do too much. You just gotta run bad act evidence and get a conviction, because it's not about. I don't understand why these lawyers don't think that it's your obligation to make this conviction stick.
Right.
You ain't supposed to. That's like shit. You go get a tire changed or a tire patch. It's that man's job to make sure that patch don't, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, how would they feel if, Brian Steele and those other lawyers met with Woody?
They'd have lost their mind.
Prosecution.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Prosecution wasn't involved.
They would have lost their mind.
Yep.
There's no reason to.
And that's why that funk ass judge hollered about, I think I know who the mole was. Because he know it was Woody attorney or Woody. But y'all done gave him immunity. So what can you do?
Can't do nothing.
Right, Jonathan McGill. How you locked in a room when the door's locked from the inside? My point exactly. How you locked in a car? They got
with the keys on the outside.
Yeah.
Child
safety. I can see you being locked in the back seat, possibly, but you can't be locked in the front.
Which they literally proved that there wasn't no outside lock on that door.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
they did a whole walkthrough of the house when they robbed them, man. Like, come on, bro.
Ain't like I said, we living in a world of was straight is crooked, was crooked is straight, was backwards is now forward. And like I said, this has been something that's been brewing in society for a long time, because let's not get it twisted. Injustice has been popping off for the longest of times. And that's one of the reasons why we got a lot of black people turning to Trump, because they literally know what injustice looks like. Black folks know what it looked like. We done sat in courtrooms where we knew somebody didn't do it, and they had to go because they stacked the deck and they just did what they had to do. Or
But it's just so funny to me that, you know, it's like one of those things. What's up, Miss Angie? It was like one of those things, right, with this lawyer, right? Well, I just want him to tell me who it is that told him, and how they like told with R. Kelly, they like, you know, where he haven't testified, he haven't said nothing, he hasn't shown no remorse. It's like that's gonna help him. It's crazy, man, that, you know, this guy, this Judge Glenville, and like Brian still said, man, every time you give us the opportunity, the defense to talk, you study cutting us off when we trying to go on the record. But you let the prosecutor go on, and Lil Woody say, yes, I don't recall that. What I said?
Yeah.
Can you read that again?
Like, who you talking about?
They say I said what? I don't remember that.
But the truth to the matter is, that's how it go, because you remember Azriel was like, the prosecutor told me to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, the messed up part about it is they can't even help themselves because this has been their methodology. And still snapped yesterday because of the fact that they was escorting this man out the courtroom to go talk to him and shit. And he was like, this is crazy. He was like, this is crazy. He was like, I'm 30 years.
And the judge is acting like he didn't see none of it.
He was like,
and that's his job.
He was like, I know you're not. He was like, you're a referee. Judge said, I'm not interested in being a referee. That's your job. That's your job, to make sure that it's fair. And when you're not doing your job to make sure that things are fair and even, and everybody can present, you know, the defense has a right to defend. But shit, if you got their hands tied behind their back, what are you defending? How can you defend?
Yep. They've already presumed him guilty, and they're just going to take whatever necessary steps are at their disposal to ensure a conviction, you know, the end. And that's the way that they do business. You know, and so whatever lie they tell, whatever crooked meeting they have, it's all justified because in their minds, he's guilty and he just needs to be convicted. You know, it's a formality to them.
Right. This is just the pomp and circumstance. You know, they have to go through this procedure because you just can't throw nobody in jail, but they do. And they keep. And
I just can't imagine the mental gymnastics necessary when in your private meeting, you have somebody admit to the crime that the defendant is accused of. How is that? That doesn't make any sense at all.
I mean, but we've seen the same thing with people like Demetrius Smith. You know what I'm saying? So we dealing with like he's now Lil Woody did say some interesting shit. He said they take and pick what they choose and pick what they want from the information that I give them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, he might not sound smart, but he ain't stupid.
Right. He knows when he's being led, you know?
You know, I mean, it's so crazy, man. It is crazy. Like I said, when we look at this, man, on his face, it's just like, good Lord. I'm like, you all can't do no better than this.
Yeah.
You can't do any better than this. I'm like, this case should have been dismissed months ago, actually.
Yeah.
Months ago, you know, and definitely now. And my question is, when is the Bar Association going to step in?
I don't know. You know, that's something that we need to look into a little bit more is, you know, who has, you know, the authority and under what circumstances to intervene in these cases that are just
There's
blatantly broken.
I was always told that there is a system of checks and balances.
Yeah, I think that's a lot.
Who in the heck is checking and balancing?
Yeah, well, when you have, the executive branch, completely pulling the strings and calling all the shots over the Department of Justice. So now we're down to what, one maybe check in that, and that's the Supreme Court. And that's if they're not playing dirty too.
Right. And the thing of it is that you got to cut the head of the snake off. Merrick Garland got to go.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. On the head of the snake, who is that exactly?
The head of the DOJ snake.
Right.
We got Uncle Muse in the house, man. Uncle snuck in on
Brother Muse, baby, what's up? Long
What's up,
time.
man?
No see.
Good afternoon, nephew Vi. Blessings to you and your family and everything. Still praying that everything works out. God is still able. Brother Noobz, Brother Provoke, blessings to you both and your household. Everybody in the chat, may peace and joy be with everyone. I yield back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Always good to hear your voice, brother.
And y'all know the other lawyer, the other judge, he fucked up too. The one that threw the dude in jail for driving.
Yeah, because that cat had a license and it was a clerical error.
Yeah.
Now, come to find out, there's been an update on that. That there was some stuff that he was supposed to do that he didn't do, and
in order to get his license back.
Right, and so it the update that I saw, it's still back on him. And from what I understand, that dude went to jail.
Man,
damn.
They say he didn't have no license to get suspended to begin with.
Damn.
Yeah, so it was like a thing happened, and then everybody got all up in arms about it because they thought that the dude was in the right and the court was in the wrong. But in that case, the dude was in the wrong, and the information that the court had in front of him was actually correct. That he wasn't supposed to be driving.
Yeah, because I'm like, what the hell? But I wouldn't even answer my phone. I would have, but he old. I would have had my camera off.
Something. Well,
I'm
but I don't
over right now.
I honestly don't think that the dude in the video, though, I don't think it even crossed his mind, because in his mind, he thought that his license was good. However, it turned out that he never did the things that was necessary to get his license reinstated. So it could have been reinstated had he gone in and done the thing.
Craziness, man.
Yeah,
Absolute craziness.
Hey, gentlemen, it has been a pleasure. Thank you, Big Vi, for having me. I have got to jump out and do some stuff here.
Let me post something right quick. I didn't show y'all my other catch I got the other day. Man, boy.
You got you a big fish?
Bruh. This boy was huge, man. Hold on. Let me see. I'm finna upload it right quick. Yeah, man. I go out on that fish dock, bruh. And everything else, it don't even matter no more.
That's the way fishing is for some reason. It's euphoria. Put you in the trance, relax you. Especially if you got a couple cold ones sitting there. You're gonna make me go fishing, brother.
Look at this boy, man. I caught this one leaving. We was getting ready to leave. I was like, man, I'm gonna just cast it out one more time. Carla said they need to stop Zoom court for real, man.
Yeah.
My boy like, damn. No, he said, look at this big old motherfucker, man.
That is a big one.
Did you cut it, gut it, and fry it?
Oh, he got filleted. He going into Crisco this weekend for Father's Day.
Cut it and fry it, baby.
Yeah, I took it to my uncle. He filleted it, boy. I said, boy, that thing, boy. It was a fight.
You like, woo! I'm finna eat
That
good.
almost pulled me in the water when it snatched my line, boy.
I
Like,
promise
hold
you,
on.
hit that with some, get some grits going, buddy. Get you some fish and grits. It's on and cracking, baby.
Yep.
Man.
Oh my God, that's delicious. But I'm telling you what, I'm about to jump out too, because Trump birthday today. And he gonna be at Club 47. So we gonna watch that video later on. We together.
Cool.
Okay.
I'll look for y'all.
Oh yeah, we gonna watch that video together. I'm gonna go ahead and get drunk for Trump.
All right, sweet.
Okay.
Yeah. That man was on Logan Paul. What was that yesterday? On Logan Paul's.
I seen him on UFC.
Yeah, UFC. That's. I'm like, he need to show up at a WWE event. See what the hell happened. See if he get that explosion. Because hey, they love him in the fight game. If it's about, they love him, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we gotta really look at things for what they are. As Black people, we gotta vote these people up out of here. We gotta realize that these people are the Uncle Toms. Like that judge, whatever, what is his name, Glanville.
Glanville.
Urine, Mr. Urine Glanville. These are the Uncle Toms. These are the bootlicking trustees. They try to keep you on the plantation and keep you locked up, keep you enslaved. So
you gotta post a picture of me, Carla.
So we are really at a time where our opportunity to invoke a change is here. It's here and now. We can't listen to what other people say. I mean, I went out last night and listening to people talk stupid. Talk stupid when it came to Donald Trump's situation. I jumped off all the conversations. The R. Kelly situation, talking stupid as hell. And then you got some people that get like when they listen to me, like, man, that make a whole hell of a lot of sense. And then those who don't, like, I don't know, well, fuck him, and he did it, and blah 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 blah. And you don't get convicted unless you did something like you. I'm like, you a stupid motherfucker. If you think that people don't get convicted, he must have did something. Yeah, he was living and breathing in Black. Or he was doing something that they didn't want him to do legally, and they wanted to just go ahead and take him out. So it is what it is, man. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and check out here in a second, because like I said, I got to get a little bit of prep. I'm still on the clock. Well, I'm about to jump back on the clock. I was able to talk through my lunch, which was cool. But man, I'm glad and appreciate the fact that I know that you've been letting me know that you've been seeing these injustices lately, and your antennas is all the way up. When it comes to it. Right now,
I'll be looking and listening.
Yeah, but
I'll be looking and listening most of the time.
This is something you couldn't even not talk about because it was so egregious. It's in our face. Like, damn, you just gonna put it in my face like that and expect me not to say nothing? Wow. Okay.
Right. Yeah, that's what this one was. I've been looking at this, and I just ain't. I was like, well, I haven't been caring to come on, but to see it go the way it went, like this week during the trial, I was like, man, this shit is crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So before I cut out, I'm gonna go ahead and send out a distress call to my people over here on Big Vat that I started over here with y'all, and I got my channel. I know that some of y'all ain't no Trump fan or whatever the hell, but if you are an R. Kelly fan, if you are a fan of justice in its entirety, or just having a change, you want to hear something different besides the hate train for somebody, come over to my channel, man. Like it, subscribe. It's not gonna hurt to hear a different side. It's not gonna hurt to hear something different besides what you might not want to hear. And we gonna give you the truth regardless. You know what I'm saying? These brothers that's on the panel with me right now, they come over there and they get down with me because they know what's real. they know how to separate the real from the fake. So, I appreciate all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I got some people that's on my channel in the chat right now, but we have to get a fair understanding of what's being done to us, because this thing that's happening to Young Thug and all of them people is happening to us. Happening to us, man.
Mm-hmm.
So we gotta make sure that we do this right. And on that note, I'm gonna go and get up out of here, man. Peace and love, Muse Black, Big Vibe, chat, everybody. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get to it, and tune in to me tonight as we party with Trump at Club 47.
Be
All
safe,
right.
man.
It's good seeing you, my boy. You know, it's been a
Absolutely.
minute, but it's good to see,
All right.
you and Noobz most definitely come through.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But I'm gonna get with you in a minute. You know what I'm saying? We'll chop it up. I'll give you a call once you get done with your live.
All right, sound good.
All right, bet.
All right, be safe.
All right, most definitely.
What's up, man?
Just laying back, chilling.
Man, same old, man.
Change things up. So we just like I try to keep my head on a swivel. I just yield back and I just watch and pay attention. I don't engage, I just sit back and take notes, when something that I would like to input. I have to be careful about whether or not I want to do it or not. So from the time being, I just been changing my whole approach to everything.
Right.
And that's it. That's it.
You can't go wrong, man. When you giving it attention, you can't go wrong with attention to detail.
Right.
Attention to detail. You pay attention. You know how much. Anytime you got when you become so attentive, you can tell how many grains of sugar in a goddamn jar. That's just how close you have to look at shit.
Yeah.
And for me, it's just been like a lot of what I thought was what a lot of the things that I thought was really ain't, and a lot of stuff that really ain't really is. So for me, my peace of mind is, I go out on that water and go fishing, man. And
there you go. That part right there.
everything else, when I'm out fishing, everything else just it go out the window. When I heard that Leonard Webber kicked the bucket, I said, you know what, I'm gonna hold my sentiments because I don't pray for. I don't. When you have no regards for human life, for another human life, why should I feel empathy? Well, I guess I can empathize, but I can't feel sympathy for you or your family. Just a lot of this, but when God working, man, that's like one of the most beautiful images that you can ever see in life. Is the actual being able to see, and not only see it, being able to understand what's going on. And you sit back and you watch everything fall into place. And you say, what? Sometimes in life is just meant for us to observe.
Right.
It's not always meant for us to take action. A lot of times it's hard. It's hard. Like, it used to be hard for me not to come on this internet and do a live. But people don't understand how much energy it takes to come on here and do a live, how much time it takes to come on here and do a live when you being a full-time parent.
Right.
Then you a full-time worker. Then you got to be a full-time, everything when school is over with. I'm quite sure a lot of women can understand where I'm coming from. Some men can understand where I'm coming from as well. But when you making time to come on this internet and, I like doing it because it's a way of like venting for me to come on this internet. And I love coming on here and seeing people say, "Hey, Big Vi, I miss you," because I miss everybody who support me. But when
Right.
you gone for 2 and 3 weeks at a time and you come back on and you see the people that's here, that lets you know who
Yeah.
appreciates you,
Right.
who really sincerely appreciates you. Not saying that some people that may not just be able to be here right now,
Right. Right.
but
Right.
it's who acknowledges your absence when your presence is known.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I'm on here today, but shit, I might not be on here for another 2 weeks.
Right. That's good. That's good.
You know,
Good.
I came on here today. I really, I just saw what was going on. I figured, like, let me have a conversation with the family that I've created on this platform. And I appreciate you guys, all of you all that came in and supported today. And like I say, if you like to donate to me, you can do so by Cash App. Big Vi opinion on Cash App and say, Big Vi, here go you $5 so you can get you some worms for when you go fishing. Big Vi, here go you $5 so you can get you some water when you go fishing. Anything is appreciated. But I wanna, I've been sitting back thinking about how much I wanna take the channel to. I want to do something different with the channel, and I want the people to be a part of the different. What I talk about, make the channel different.
Right.
I don't want my voice to be the voice that's always heard. I want everybody, the people that's in the chat, everybody to make their voice heard, because when we see what's going on right now in the Young Thug trial, this is why it's important for everybody's voice to be heard. I understand some people like the chat, they prefer the chat, they don't want to come out the chat, but at least once a month, make your voice heard.
Right. Right. Because it's good. It's imperative that we get individuals to look at from their angle, because if you can see it from different angles, and then you can come to the table and input your observation, you can discover some things that you just maybe missed. You know what I mean? You got some people with very keen sense of, certain things, like they really good, and it all fits to the puzzle. So that's why the invitation is put out the way nephew did it. Everybody got something to bring to the table for us to be able to go back over and look at things and say, "Ooh, wow, I never saw that like that. I missed that. You know what? I never even processed that like that," because we are all wired differently. So when you take all of those ingredients and come to the table and say, "Man, what was your perspective?" Like, "Hey, what did you get out of that?" And when you hear it, you look at that thing again and say, "Ah," like Columbo, the old show used to come on. Columbo, I like the Columbo, man, the way he did things, his whole approach, you know, so yeah, so that'll be good. What I've been doing now, and I just yield back, my whole approach to just everything that's called life journey. I've been focused on personal development, making the necessary adjustment as a human being that I need to make to be the better version that I was born to be, and how to handle disappointments uh, when you realize you're in a toxic work environment, when you're trying to navigate and be civil among family, um, when you discover that your mental health is the most precious thing you have, and you trying to do your best to make sure that's protected. Yeah, that's gonna be a dogfight. That's gonna be a dogfight. because things in life and individuals who um, are not okay from within, they're gonna try to get you off your square. You know what I mean? And just different things in the climate. So I'm careful about how I engage about this, how I engage about that, how I talk about this, or how I move with that, because I can do that, all of that, and have a little bit input. But the bottom line, at the end of the day, me becoming the best version every moment that I see breath is my most important thing for me. And anything that distracts or pull me away from that, I have to, respectfully, humbly yield back from it. So that's just my little 2 cents, nephew. I yield back.
Oh yeah, man. That's pretty much it, man. That's it, man. Okay. What up, T Glenn?
Oh, T. Glenn in here. Blessings, T. Glenn.
Yeah.
What
All
he
right,
say?
Miss Carl. I thank you for coming, man. I thank you for coming. Make sure you post the pictures of your grandbaby fishing.
Oh, wow. You had a minor stroke, T. Glenn? Minor stroke, but I'm okay. After July. Okay. Oh, wow. Keeping you lifted up, my brother.
We're definitely gonna do that for you, T Glenn.
Yeah.
Man, boy, that's why I say it's it don't take much, man.
Yeah. That's good, man. Yeah.
What you got going for the day, huh?
I'm just laying back, relaxing. Yeah. I was off yesterday. I took a single vacation day for yesterday. Certain form was very challenging to work with that particular day, and it really caused a lot of strain on me. So when I heard that the normal foreman that had that particular day was going to be on vacation for this week, because I just came off vacation, this is my first week back. So I just put a single day in for Thursday. I said, "Oh no, I'm not gonna be able to. I can't do that day. I ain't gonna be able to work with that putting that day." So I text a couple of coworkers to see how their day was going, and I'm glad I did that. But a couple of months, I'll be leaving that work location and going back to another
It's
location.
over.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be going. I'm gonna change my shift. I'll be working AM, and have a whole new setup, nephew. Have peace of mind. I'll be working in a booth. You know what I mean? Where I can, get my center back straight, get me back together. And I'm just going to ease on out in that particular section before I retire. So I think that'll be the home location that I retired of. So next couple of years, we're just going to be working and try to get that pension average up, nephew, and try to stay up under the radar, much as possible. Yeah,
That's it. That's all we got to do.
yeah, that's it,
Yes,
man.
I work a lot, but I do hit up, and damn sure appreciate you. I appreciate you too, Jonathan. Joe Nathan. I said, yeah, appreciate you too.
Jonathan. Yeah, Jonathan. Yeah.
Jonathan.
Yeah.
They pronounce it all kind of ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, Muncie, man? We about to get out of here. You just coming in. I try to catch up, check back in with you guys, as things progress.
Yeah. Monty, what's happening, man? I ain't say that name in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a minute, right?
Yeah. Any word on our brother Dean Bella?
I did talk to his girl. It's just that I guess he had the prison went on lockdown
Okay.
and just been waiting to hear. I had a phone. I set up everything with the phone, so
Okay.
he'll be able to call once he get the number verified.
Okay. Okay. That's
Once he
what's
get my
up.
number verified, he'll be able to call. So yeah, man, I'm waiting.
Yeah, man. We're hoping we will see a light at the tunnel soon rather than later, man.
Yeah, man, you just gotta keep sending them prayers up. That's the biggest part of it.
Yeah.
Speaking into existence.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah. Touch the heart of those individuals that's governing over that situation. You know what I mean? That case, Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. You gotta keep pushing, man. Can't give up, man. Yeah. Gotta keep pushing.
So shout out to everybody in the chat that came in today. I appreciate y'all and thank y'all for coming and hopping on the live with short notice. And hopefully see y'all back soon, man. If some go down or feel like it's worthy to be talked about, then we'll be back. But until
Right.
then, it's your boy. Want to say I thought the feds might have got you. No, man, the fish got me, man. Them fish that got a hold to me, man. Yeah, so I used to have free time, but now on my free time I be going fishing.
Yep, that's what's up, man. It's very therapeutic. You need that, man.
You seen that big one I caught up?
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Well, me and my cousin we caught about 3 days. We caught like 200.
Like what?
200 fish.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. Boy, that's some eating for some time, boy.
Yeah, we having fish fry for Father's Day, so
Okay. Oh, that's what's up. This Sunday is Pac's birthday.
Yeah.
Yep, just the 16th is Tupac's birthday. Yeah. Yeah, so I know some platforms gonna be playing his music, something about. I don't know which ones, but I know somebody gonna be shouting them out.
Oh yeah, Pac, man. It won't be no damn Keith. It is one day we went. This was like 50 fish.
Wow.
I had caught a bass this day too, but he was small.
Okay.
Yeah, this was a day before I caught that big.
What type of fishes are those that you caught?
That's a bass right there. That's the day before.
Silver bass?
Oh, it's like a wild, yeah.
Okay.
These are like they call them crappies. There's some crappies and some sunnies. Couple sunnies, couple crappies. Shit, we call crappies.
Yeah, you been doing something.
Yeah, man. So this is what I've been doing, man.
That's what's happening, man. That's what's up.
That big boy right there, boy.
Right there, boy. Man. Wow. You see that joke almost pull you into the doggone water?
Yeah. I had to retreat.
Yeah, don't let him get away. Man. Yeah.
Talking about don't fight it. He'll pop the line. Like, man, y'all can get that motherfucker.
Well, yeah, I got a cousin on my mom's side. That used to stay here. His mom still stay here. He moved to Ohio, but he's back and forth a lot. I mean, a lot. And that's his thing. I've never learned how to fish. Had uncles that could say, but it just never happened. So, like you said, it's good to just, go. He'll get a couple of the cousins together. He'll let us know when he coming in town and when, and we got a place that he goes to, and we just sit there, man. It's just the fellowship that I like, nephew. It's the fellowship with good, positive family. You know what I mean? And you just don't, man. No, that means it just does something for your soul. You can just breathe. You're like, whew, like, you know what I mean? Because my thing is this, and I hear back this on anything about anything we talk about on all these platforms. You know, we know what the false narrative and the negative connotations that people put all their energy to. We know all of that. Relationships, people come on these platforms, they can give you a whole list. They can go from the beginning of the year all the way to the end of the year, talk about everything that went wrong, that the guy did, the woman did. I hear all that. This is where I'm at now. This is where Uncle Means is at. Chat, listen to me. This is where I'm at now with it. And maybe this will get nephew some ideas for another life. But can we focus on the goodness though? We always talk about the bad. We so just so caught up in as individuals what didn't happen, what I don't have. I don't stand that instead of focus and resting in the goodness that I do got going on, the blessings that I do got going on. I woke up clothed in my right mind, got the activity of my limbs, blood still running warm in my veins. My bed that I slept in last night that rejuvenated me and helped me rest through the night, it was not my cooling board. The blankets that protected me and kept me warm through the chill of the night wasn't my rolling sheets. I'm blessed, blessed,
Oh yeah.
blessed. I want to focus on the goodness. I want to focus on what I do have. I want to focus on the opportunities that are before me. I still got options because I got that phone call, as nephew say.
Oh yeah.
Got that phone call from the heavens above. Touched me with the finger of love and gave me grace and mercy for another day. Let me be in the land of the living. We blessed. I just want to focus on the goodness. Yeah, I know that. I know the news say this. I know the family member said that. I know the relationship, you still hurting. You're still in pain. You're still trying to navigate through those issues. Now you're awakening about the deficit you have. And you understand that's a trauma response. I got you. I got you. Can we focus on the goodness though? Can we focus on the joy? Can we focus on having the oil of gladness? Can we focus on just being thankful? You know what I mean? Thankful that no one had to help us get dressed. No one had to take a spoon and feed us. No one had to take us and put our one foot in front of us. We was able to do that on our own. We blessed. I just want to bathe in the goodness, nephew. I just want to focus on what's good. I got another than negative. I can watch the news and hear nothing but negativity. Get on social media accounts and our platform. I already talk about all the negative stuff, all the foodery and all the crap.
Glorilla.
Yeah, we gonna focus on the goodness. We just gonna focus on the goodness. You just gotta focus on the goodness. That's where I'm at with it. And anybody want to spend all their energy, all of their resources, all their voices on anything that's negative and toxic and drama that has nothing that will help me be the better version as a human, I got to get away from because I want to focus on the goodness. I yield back, nephew. That's my little last 2 cents. I just want to focus on what's good and how blessed I am and the opportunities I got for me. If I want a better life, it's up to me to do the things that's necessary to have a better life. And understand and be wise and know that's toxic. Okay. That's a distraction. That's deflection. Okay. That's negative. Okay. Nope. Person want to live that way, you got my blessing. But as for me, Joshua said, Joshua 24:15, as for me and my dwelling, in my house, I'm going to certainly do what's the goodness. Just want to focus on the goodness. I'm aware of all the badness. I'm aware of all the negativity. I know it's around me. Can't get around it. But I'm going to focus on goodness. I'm going to focus on making the necessary adjustments. That's it, nephew.
That's
And
it.
anybody that's not focused on that, they're being influenced by the evil one. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. But we're gonna focus on the goodness. We're gonna focus on the goodness. I don't even talk to family members that's negative, nephew. I don't even call them. I don't. I'm busy. I don't even. I'm not even. I don't even give them the opportunity to even have a conversation with me with the energy of the negativity of anything, no matter. They don't mean it. Don't even be aware of it. I don't even allow it in my ear gate.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even allow it in my spirit because it'll snuff out and pollute the goodness and the joy and the peace that I got. My mental health is more important to me than anything. So I've had to cut people off, nephew, and
Yeah,
that's not an easy thing to do,
you gotta
especially with
protect,
family.
you gotta protect your mental. You gotta protect your mind. You gotta protect your heart, your body, your soul, and that's against anybody.
That's it, nephew. It's with the mind that we serve the Most High God. If your mind is, I'm gonna say it like this: when your soul is tired, taking a nap and a vacation can't help you. I feel something helping me now. Let me calm down. Let me slow down, nephew.
Now you
When your
gotta
soul is tired, naps can't help you.
address it.
Huh. That pruning process.
What they say, don't put off what can be done today to do it tomorrow.
Yep. Yep. You're not guaranteed. So every day that you see, that's a indication that your journey is not over. It's only beginning. If you wasn't doing what's right and had good intention and trying to make the necessary adjustments and continue your journey of goodness, if that wasn't happening, all the distractions people try to send your way wouldn't be happening. All the hate that you've been getting, whoever this is for in the chat, you wouldn't be receiving. That's an indication that you're on the right path. That's an indication you becoming stronger, you becoming better, you becoming wiser. You just want to have the goodness. And you learning how to navigate through the bad. It's okay to allow people to be who they are. It's okay for you to be who you are. But if who you are is not okay, we got to address that. We got to address that. We got to address that. Take out of it those good lessons that you can apply to your life, throw the other in the trash, and keep it moving for your mental health, well-being. This Uncle Muse. We're going to let it breathe.
Yes, sir. Well
We
then,
gonna
man, I'm about to get up out of here.
that was the word for today. That's the word for today.
Oh yeah.
Hope somebody was blessed. That's the word for today.
All right. Man, I'm gone.
And I just really want people to know
Oh, son, what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul?
I want out. But it's hard. I need answers, Mama.
Robert.
I need answers.
Son.